Right then, I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing a whole bunch of Starfield, and as much as I've been loving the sandbox, the variety in gear and loot, and some of the quest lines, to be honest, the shipbuilding is for some reason the thing I've spent way too much time doing. I think we all knew that flying around in space and exploring away was gonna be fun, but actually building your own ship and getting to piece it together was a bit of a surprise, and now is far too addicting to stop sometimes. There's a few things you should probably know about building a ship if you don't yet though, so I made this video to give you 5 advanced tips to building a ship in Starfield. Number 5, selecting unattached modules. Okay, so I know the frustration, I feel your pain, people. You're building a ship, but for some reason you have one unattached module and you just can't figure it out. It's annoying. How can you find it easily? Where is that pesky porthole? Well, here's a tip to sort you out immediately. Simply double click on your ship. It will highlight everything attached to the part you double clicked on, and then you just drag your ship and presto, the module that isn't attached will be revealed. Yeah, I already just saved you like 10 minutes of your life. You are very welcome, okay? Go build. Number 4, buy ships with good parts. Okay, so when you're starting out, it's pretty easy to look at the ships for sale and be like, hey, that looks cool, I'm gonna buy that one. But wrong, okay? That's not what you want to be doing. Look at the individual parts that come with the ship, not the weapons or the hubs, but the engines, the fuel, drives, the reactor, mass, etc., all that nonsense. Because once you've bought that ship, those parts stay on it, and some of them are pretty unique and hard to find. I bought the Galileo as my first ship, and I kept the fuel tanks the entire time because they are amazing and you can't bloody find them anywhere else. Same goes for any engines attached to the ship. Those parts are really what you want to look at, because once you've bought it, you can move and play around with the shape however you want, alright? You can design that ship in whatever way you feel is the most coolest, but if you get something with a high level reactor or engines early on, well, it just makes everything else a lot easier and cheaper. Number 3, weapons. So at first it's easy to think you can only have 3 weapons on your starship. That is not actually true at all. You can have a whole bunch more. You can only have 3 different types of weapon. The way to tell how many of each weapon you can have is to look at its power rating. For example, if you're using a weapon that has 2 power, the maximum you can have for one weapon is 12, which means you can use 6 of that weapon, right? Because 6 times 2 is 12. Pretty simple. You then just need to allocate more power to your weapons when you are flying your ship, because you'll have more power available. Does that make sense? So you can have as many cannons as you can power if you want. You don't need to stick with just one. Handy tip to massively increase your firepower if you didn't know, and can definitely help you blow other ships up a lot easier. Number 2, getting ship parts. So you may have noticed that each vendor you visit seems to have different parts for sale, which is a great immersive feature and gives you a reason to travel around the galaxy, but also at the same time, you then have to travel around the galaxy, which can take a lot of your time. If you have an outpost and you build a landing pad, you can access the ship builder from there, and it will give you every basic part from all the manufacturers. This is the best and probably easiest way to get access to a whole bunch of different designs and parts. But there are specific shops that offer you unique hubs, cockpits, and other parts. You just have to visit them if you want to get what they offer. But don't worry, here's a list of them so you don't have to write it down. Nova Galactic, which is on New Homestead on Titan. Demios, which is a station in orbit around Luna, which is the Earth's moon. Stroud Eklund, which is a station in orbit around Davlik, which is a moon on Narian's 5th planet. Hope Tech, which is at the Hope Tech City in Valo. Tayo, which is in the Ryujin Tower in Neon City. And the Smugglers, which is on Parima 3. Alright, go check them out and see what unique stuff they've got to offer. Number 1, mix and match parts. So one thing to also remember is that just because it's C-class doesn't mean it's automatically the best. I definitely think getting the C-class reactor is a good idea, and you should probably have that on whatever ship, because no matter what, you know, there are some things that are C-class like shields and some weaponry, and you're going to want to use them. But with a lot of things like engines, slapping on C-class engines and thinking that's the best thing for your ship is not always going to give you what you want. C-class stuff definitely comes a lot bulkier, which will increase your mass and make your ship a lot heavier, making it hard to turn, and will also slow it down. Try mixing and matching engines together and seeing if you can't get the right balance that you want across your ship. Right here, I'm using only 1 C-class engine and 2 A-class, which can also be then upgraded at ship dealers, and I'm able to keep my mass low, maintain 100 mobility, but also keep my top speed very high. So have an experiment and try and mix parts together, because this also goes for weaponry as well, and they all have different firing speeds, and sometimes just because it's C-class doesn't always mean it's better, but I'll let you guys go and figure that one out. Alright, well thank you for watching guys. Hopefully this gives you a few more advanced tips when building your ships. You got any more? Share them down below, always happy to hear them. I'm going to be making some more Starfield videos, so just let me know what you want to see. I can do more stuff on mods. I've been modding the bejesus out of my game. It's looking good so far, I've been having a great time, and there's always new mods coming out as well. Once a creation tool tools come out, we're going to have some crazy stuff. I'm looking for survival mods. But yeah, let me know what you think about this, what you've been doing to your ships. Share them, do whatever. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, subscribe if you want more, and give us a like if you enjoyed it.